Hello and welcome back to Divide and Conquer. And where we left off, we were besieging Byrig, but on the turn end, because I've gone to the next turn, we have been attacked by a force from the north under Moriak and Chieftain Menfar himself. Now, we don't have the world's greatest army here, but we do have a decent amount of infantry, with our faction leader and our faction heir here. I feel like we can win this quite handily because of the disposition of units we have. So the army that's attacking us is Captain Moriak, who I think, yep, he's in the north, and then the general's coming from over here. So we're going to be facing him, and then from sort of to the side, we're going to need to probably deploy sort of in this direction, and then let Captain, what's his name, come at us. Now, he's got a little bit of cavalry, which is a bit of annoyance, and he does have some archers, which is also a bit annoying, but the rest of his units are just sort of standard middle tier Dunlendings. I mean, these guys will melt under archer fire, although they do have free armor with the silver upgrade. The raiders aren't great either at dealing with archers, but these guys will have to use probably javelins on them. Now, for Chieftain Menfar, he's got beast hunters that are quite a decent archer unit, and he's also got another unit of beast slayers as well, so pretty decent archer force there. But his infantry line again is pretty useless. These guys are okay, and the raiders are decent middle tier, but the spearmen and the axemen are definitely not good enough. So let's try and take this on and hopefully get a decent victory, because if we take Byrig, we've pretty much wiped out everything south of, I believe, the Gwaflo. We are about to hopefully be besieged in Farbad, and if we can win that, all of their towns and things are all based in the north, and they've still got 3 provinces, which means I don't think their last stand script will happen, which is good, because I'm just going to keep the north at Farbad and let them wash upon us like rock against stone. Now, we are being attacked in Argond, but I'm pretty confident we can beat that back if they do come towards us. So let's jump on in. This could be quite a difficult battle. We are fairly outnumbered, but hopefully we can swing the battle that we had a while ago. And after this, I'm going to record some irregular, one irregular video. And then let's start deployment. So, they're facing off from here. So let's say if we are fighting them here, then the enemy will be coming from this direction. So we ideally would want to go sort of maybe over here. We are giving up the hill if we do that. There's a pretty decent like little hill flat area over here actually. Let's try and maybe hold something like here. That sounds good. Right, let's take our infantry, form them into a spear wall, and then our moot keepers, let's bring them up as well, because they're our best infantry unit. 9 and 18 isn't great, but it's pretty good. And then 4 and 14, these guys will at least hold, while our archers hopefully do the hard work. Right, so I'm going to bring our faction heir alongside this unit of moot keepers, and we'll mix him in. We'll make this one unit. And that's pretty much most of our infantry. We've got these guys who, again, they're not very good, but they can at least hold for a while because there's a lot of them. Our crappy shite Enedwaith woodsmen, or whatever the hell they're called. Yep, woodsmen. Right, so I'm going to use I think the dwarves as an additional infantry unit on the flank over here, purely because they are quite good at that. Because their infantry stats are 6 and 10, which is at least passable. And I will support them with these guys in the woods, I think. We'll try and spring a bit of a trap like we did last time. Or we could put them over here, actually. They've got much longer to run if I do that, though. Whereas if I keep them here, I can sort of screen them out still. Let's do that. Right, so this is where our true sort of strength is. Let's try and put this guy in some cover. And see if we can snipe a couple of units with him. Now, the Angrim Raiders, I think we're going to position you sort of on the flank here. Because you do... Oh no, they're Grey Flood. Yeah, you guys... Because you guys have got 7 and 10. You'd make an alright infantry unit if push comes to shove. And then let's take you guys off fire at will. And have all of our Javies behind the front line. Archers. Yeah, let's have the archers form up like so. And then maybe some river archers as well. Sort of like this on top of the hill. So that they get a decent arching angle. Yeah, that will do, I think. I think that's everything. Let's... I always get that wrong where they're coming from. Okay, we can fall back and sort of use the red line as a little bit of a... I don't know what's going on with my mouse today. It's acting up. What are you doing, mouse? What is going on? Right, let's take you guys then and form you up against the red line. And then I think the same thing for these guys. I don't normally like to use the red line, but in this battle, I think it might be needed. Yeah. And then let's form up the... Yeah, what are they called? The River Spearmen. Yeah, like this. So the River Spearmen can sort of form up here. And then we'll take the Dwarven Archers up on there. And then we'll bring the Angrim Raiders, I think, over to this sort of position. Right, and then we can take the 2 extra units of Grey Flood and get them to form up like so. And then archers, I think we should keep the archers sort of on the hill. So I'm going to keep them relatively in a hill type position. Sort of slightly behind the front. And then I'm going to keep my general over here to try and keep morale steady. I mean, none of our units should break because our commander is sort of top tier. And then we do have 72 of you that I can just feed in wherever I need to. And then I think we'll keep the river archers safe. And here they all come. It's a decent enough force. You're sort of coming from that general direction. Could probably fold the Angrim Raiders just around a little bit. We want to try and take out the Beast Slayers. Do you not have... That's a bit stupid. I wish we had a little bit of cavalry. Right, who's got the better range? You guys have got a range of 160. You guys have got a range of 180. Okay, so you are actually in a much better... You go here, and then let's take you guys on top of that hill there. And then your range isn't as good, I remember that much. Because we can just trade fire with the Beast Slayers. You're very close to being in range. Let's push you up. Come on. It's our general that's being picked on. I wish I had just a little bit of cav. This is why I love cav. Because you can use cav just to shut down stupid archer units. Right, the river archers should be able to do a decent enough job matching the Beast Slayers. Yep, you can attack the raiders.
For Enedwaith. For the forest.
And let's take these guys and have them form up like this. And then bring the archers just around a little bit. And then bring the hunters around. They don't want to attack. So we'll let them use their ammo. If they want to try and kill our general, they can try. Yeah, this is rather irritating, the fact my mouse is acting like this. Hopefully we've not bitten off more than we can chew. Alright, the Berserkers. The Berserkers are definitely what needs to die. And I don't think they've quite scouted out these guys yet. So as long as they can stay hidden, we can spring a bit of an ambush. Let's wait for them just to get right up in our faces. And then spring the trap. Take out the cav. Or at least push the cav away. Okay, our battle line is pretty nicely positioned. The Beast Slayers are moving up. Don't know why they're doing that, but we can give them a volley now at least. Don't like your angle. Right, shoot the raiders, please.
Wash him away.
And I wouldn't waste any more time on that.
Wash him away.
Okay, so the Grey Flood, you can shoot the Berserkers. You can attack the Warband, and then you guys, you can also attack the Warband. Reveal yourselves.
Wash him away.
And then we can use our general as well if we need to try and snipe some snap? I was going to say snap them. Right, yeah, let's cause them to just about face a little bit. Hit that big pile of shite, if you'd be so kind. Yeah, so it's 7 for 9 at the moment. That's not great. And then we need our general to form up a little bit and get his armor-piercing javelins into position. They are running a bit of a gauntlet at the moment because of the amount of archer fire we've got going on. Yeah, and we want to try to just, yeah, fling as many javelins as we can into that blob as possible. You got another volley away, that's perfect. And it's giving us a chance for our general just to get involved. Maybe shoot the clan axeman. Shoot the warband. Shoot the raiders. And then we're going to wait for them to get into position. And those river spearmen will take quite some time to break. You can form your defensive stance effect. Yeah, and you go. Run, run, run.
For Enedwaith. The glory of Enedwaith. Forward, great speed.
Right, nicely done, nicely done. Right, the Raiders apparently are fighting a winning battle here. You're not meant to let them break through, please.
Hold your ground.
Do a lot of damage, please, over there. Shoot them. Okay, so the javelins are getting involved. Let's swing around the flank up here. And then... yeah, these guys have pretty much wiped out that bit of cavalry. You guys then... let's head over here and try and support our raiders. Please shoot the warband if you'd be so kind. And try and get a better position if you wouldn't be... that would be good. Just a little bit of a better position here, guys. Yeah, you can shoot that flank. Nothing really sort of screams great positioning at the moment. Our Moot Keepers are beating back those raiders quite handily by the looks of it. Yeah, it's caused them to fall back. Because we can screen out, yeah, you guys. Oh, actually, there's more cavalry than I thought. Right, take out the clan spearmen. Fling your javelins. Use your armor-piercing javelins. 25. This is going to be a Pyrrhic victory if we win this. Yeah, get into position. Please. They are melting under archer fire. But we need them to take out this blob. Right, archers, this is now your chance to shine a little bit. And that's all of our general's missiles out the way. Right, bring the raiders out. And then replace them with our general. Right, our dwarven archers haven't quite had the desired effect. And neither have our javelin men, to be honest. We're not doing that well. Apparently, if we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. I'm not quite so sure of that. Let's move up the infantry. Right, shoot please there. Oh, is this the captain? Right, it's just the captain. That's a shame. Right, they're out of there. Now, the Beast Slayers might win that. Right, they've routed, but they've done their job. They've held off some spearmen and things for a little while. Let's try and use our general just to do a little bit of damage like this. Right. Right, please use your javelins there. Right. And we need to clean up what's left of these raiders. Because Our spear line is holding extremely effectively, but none of them are breaking, which is the problem at the moment. It would also help if my mouse wasn't such a fuck up today. Right. Bring those guys around.
For Enedwaith.
Right, and it looks like they are beating the Beast Slayers. They've silenced the archers. Right, the River Archers can, I think, fold the flank. Let's pull them around. How much ammo? Yeah, you guys are out of ammo as well, so you guys can pull around. And the Greyflood Raiders there are out of ammo. Let's bring the Greyflood Raiders over here that are out of ammo. Let's bring them around like this. And then... yeah, let's let these guys keep firing. Now, my general, we probably need him to pull back. So let's pull the general out of there. ASAP. Run, run, run. And then fling our javelins as he leaves.
Wash him away. For Enedwaith.
Hey now, you. That is no fair. Cavalry in the back lines. No, no, no. The cavalry there did an actual decent maneuver, to be fair. Right, they're running. Right, you guys, please form around the flank. We want to get a rout going of this blob. Right, and our general has managed to disengage himself from battle pretty much perfectly. Right, the hunters, you can get around the flank now. And now trigger the Iron Fist. Right, you thread that needle there. And hopefully this will be the sort of shock they need to cause them to run away. Right, then you guys can form up round there. And just form up and close off their last little bit of defense. Desperately need them to rout. I assume the general is somewhere in this mess. Yeah, we've lost half of our men. They've lost half of their men too. Right, that's gonna win us this battle. Yes. Chase them down. Chase them down. Run them down. Okay, that was touch and go would be how I described that. There's apparently a couple of dwarves just... yes, one single dwarven archer doing his job. Right. We can take these archers into here. Alright, that's made them rout. Right, the loss of their general then is pretty good. That's some decent news there. Because without him, they're probably stuffed. Because the Moot Keepers will clean up these archers quite nicely. Right, we don't want to combat that though, to be honest. Let's pull them back out. And then bring the hunters back around. We've only got 3 raiders left. Let's use the archers just to shoot them. Right, they're running. And these guys are in a little bit of trouble. Use your raiders just to chase them down, please. And then let's bring up our faction leader, or factionaire, sorry, in his little retinue. Please get them, if you'd be so kind.
Raiders.
Cow charge. Right, that made the berserkers run away. So it's just the clan hunters, really. We need to kill the raiders, though. Let's take out the clan hunters. Let's bring you guys around the flank. And then bring the hunters up. Like so. We will take the moot keepers directly into them. And the beast slayers are threading the needle in the one place that they can. Let's take the river spears out of their guard mode. The river spears have really been the MVP here. Just look at the way they held the line so that we could throw javelins into the side of this unit. Look at the amount of dead. And that's not them that have caused those kills. That's all the javelin men. So that is impressive. We've killed 81%. It did look a little bit touch and go there for a minute, but our general, our faction heir, can just finish off this. We can thread the needle on the flank. Right. We'll continue battle. Let's speed this up. Our units move quite quickly, so hopefully we're able to chase them down. Yeah, we did manage to chase them down a little bit, which is good. What a good victory. Hopefully we'll cause the disintegration of both of these armies.
For the forest.
Go on, run. Run for it. Take out the berserkers. The clan hunters. Very good. Right, I think we can end it here.
This is a clear victory.
So, it was a clear victory, but I think this is the end of Moot Lord Tremac's reign of terror over Dunland. We have solidly defeated them, and they don't have much by the way of soldiers remaining. The Guardians got 130 kills, which is amazing. The Enedwaith Hunters getting 130, 155 each on the Greyflood Raiders, and 246 on this unit. Wow. The Moot Keeper's not doing too bad, 101. And how did our Factionaire do? 48, that's pretty good. Overall, pretty happy with that. And then there's a little bit of talk about Castamere. Quite an interesting character. And I think the picture is of Gandalf and the dwarves as they go into the forest of Mirkwood, maybe? Okay. Sorry, no quarter. Oh, we've done it. Well, that is a turnout. Dunland is defeated. That guy was their last family member by the looks of it, which means we have absolutely eviscerated their entire faction. Well, there you go, guys. That is the end of Dunland. And you know what? I will take that general because he can... There goes the Dunlendings. So we have completely destroyed Dunland as a force, which is good news. So the question is, what do we want to do now? So with that, all of these provinces will probably go to Bree, which means that they can turn their attention north to fight Angmar, while we turn our attention south to fight Isengard. Ooh. Let's take all of these units that have been a little bit ruffled, shall we say, and send them towards Alkflud and get them retrained. Let's take, yep, these units, and I think send them towards this fort here. What's a better unit to form a garrison? Probably them in Heorot. We'll take the Grey Flood with us. And we've got access to an extra fort here. Now, we want to take Byrig. There's not a lot to face us. So let's hit a save, and hopefully the game will just let me auto-resolve and win.
Yes, we shall engage.
Oh, we can use the night attack to make it favour us even more. Let's do that. Yeah, that's fine.
We have triumphed. My lord,
And with that,
courage and honor have
we have, I think, pretty much everything we need, bar... I think it's literally just these two provinces to capture, and then we'll got everything we need to reform or unite the clans, which is pretty cool. That's awesome. I'm well happy with that. We have made good progress, haven't we? Let's... Yeah, but our economy is looking pretty amazing, to be honest. Byrig, Dunlendings, and Dunyard are pretty amazing towns, really, considering that I might have burnt down some of them as well. Okay. Let's take all of the units that are a little bit beaten up. Although those two mercenary units, I might as well just disband them. But all of you... Yeah, we can go and retrain all of you. Let's take Dolde and bring you south, I think.
we shall continue tomorrow.
Or you can go around that way. Oh, is that because of this? Oh, okay. Well, that is awesome, because
I will only address you.
that means we're in a pretty good position now. Now, Bregost, what do you need? Let's take chicken farming. Let's get your growth. Yeah, you're getting a port. Buzzradum, can you get anything cool? The roads, maybe? Or the grain exchange? Let's do the grain exchange. Willishar. You don't really need much up here. Get the Master Carpenter's Hut. Karas Nernaled. We'll get a Carpenter Hut there as well. Argond. I can get a shipwright. That would actually probably be pretty useful. Baradvin, you're building. You're building. You're building. Angren, you're building. Alkflud, you're definitely building. Let's get some archers and some more cav. And then, can I garrison? Yeah, I can. So, let's take you. Bring you over there. Because you'll just improve our income somewhat. And then we need to go and make best buds with Isengard, I think. Now, this army... You've all fought valiantly. Please kill these guys.
An honorable, glorious victory to battle.
Good old Moot Lord Tremac. And that makes us a little bit of money as well. Let's leave some units behind. I'm thinking... God, you all need a little bit of help, don't you, really? Yeah, Byrig, if we put you on a growth policy, you'll be fine. Let's take all of his units And I think we'll disband the dwarves because they've done their job. And we'll bring them all south to retrain in Alkflud. And then can I take anyone else with me? Yeah, we'll bring you over there as well, just because you make sure that that's happy. And then all of you can head south towards Alkflud as well. Everyone will retrain down there, and we will do our best to try and build up a new army that we can send towards Isengard. Now, to complete this campaign, we do just need to really take these two and unite the clans. And at that point, I think I'd be happy with just taking Isengard. Because I think that would be a pretty nice end, because, to be honest, we've won this near enough. I mean, what do we need? We need victory conditions, 25 regions, and we control 18. So if we take these two, that takes us to 20, and then if we were to take all of these, which we would do, so we'd get Perfire and Driafire, these two. If we took if we took the Gap of Rohan, this one, Derwath, and that, then we would do it. I guess we could move on Cardolan proper, actually, as well. There's a few things we could do there. Let's end the turn again. And I'm going to talk to the Orcs of the Misty Mountain next. I think an alliance with them would be mutually beneficial. Because I don't really want to fight them. I'd rather keep them on the good side, so to speak. Although, can I ally them if I'm allied with Bree? Don't know if they start at war with Bree, and hopefully they're not at war with Bree. Because then I can ally them and they can be my friendly friends in the north. And I'm probably going to do another build-up phase off camera. Because between now and when I invade Isengard, it's just going to be probably a lot of me developing the lands even more. Retraining units, building up new armies. And then I'll come back when everything's ready to rock and roll again. For when I attack Isengard. Which I am not looking forward to. We're going to have to hold, I think, a bit of a defensive stance. Don't blockade my ports. Please don't do that. We don't need more generals. Byrig, we will take that. Yes, yes. Osgiliath, One Ring. Okay, so path blocked. End of turn report, faction announcements, construction report, recruitment report, and we are ready to talk to Dorwinion. So, we will give you trade and map info if you give me money. So you are well off. So that means you've got at least, I would say, 2,500 that you totally want to give me. Good. So that's given us 20,000, I think, total. So that's good news. We're making very good money in our provinces. And they have fallen back a little bit. Yeah, and you can head... Yeah, that's probably better that you head that way, to be honest. This is a decent garrison. Definitely.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
I wish that these guys would fuck off. That would be most nice of them. Yeah, list scroll, agents. We need...
My lord.
Yeah, not you.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, you need to go and speak to the orcs. Because we want to be best buddies with them.
I cannot do that. Approaching their dignitary. Approaching their dignitary.
Right, so we've just found... Ah, they're right here. Right, Alliance. We'll give you our map info. And we'll give you military access. We'll also give you money. We will give you 5,000 to make this happen.
I must inform you, please continue with your suggestions.
We'll give you 10,000 to make this happen. Perfect. So our northern flank now is resolved because we are now allied, when we look at diplomacy, to our two northern neighbours. So we're allied to Dunland and, Breland and Moria. So because of that, we're in a pretty good spot. That is useful. That keeps the north secure while I concentrate on moving all of our focus towards the south.
Yes, my lord.
To help out over there. Now, Bard's Guild. I mean, War Chanters are cool. I don't think I need them there. I mean, in Alkflud, what can you get? A military camp, Garden of Tales, Master Carpenter's. Master Carpenter's Hut would decrease the cost of everything else. I mean, that wouldn't be bad, but the military camp would be useful. I think I'm going to get the Master Carpenter's Hut first, and then come back to that. In Karas, you can bring out a couple of units, but we don't really need that. Lond Angren, yep, you're getting a leather worker. Yeah, all these units have got sort of not a lot going on. Londair, you're getting a moot hall. Siduri, right. Fisherman's Guild House gets you decent money. The moot hall is useful though. What can you build? You can, yeah, you can't get a lot. Can you really? Building the moot hall is a little bit pointless here at the moment. We'll get the Grove of Stories because the next tier of that lets you build War Chanters, and that would be close enough to Outflood where we could quite easily get that handled. I think we're going to call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and when you would rejoin me, we will be, I think, moving more forces south, and hopefully I'll have some armies ready to fight Isengard. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again, bye bye.